Alright, number 3, we want to find vertical asymptotes, if any. So again, we're going to, this time we'll just start out factoring the top first and making sure it doesn't factor out before we find the vertical asymptote. So we have f of x is equal to 9x squared plus 6x minus 15, and that is all over negative 3x plus 10. Alright, so I'm going to factor out the numerator. So right now, everything is divisible by 3. So I'm just going to work on the top part. I'm going to factor out a 3 and make it smaller. That's going to leave me with 3x squared plus 2x minus 5. And again, remember, this needs to be positive. If it was negative, you need to factor out a negative. So now, since this is smaller, I can work with smaller numbers. I'm going to do 3 times 5. That's going to give me 15. Factors of 15 are 1 and 5. Sorry, 1 and 15, and then 3 and 5. And then we want the numbers that subtract and give us 2, so that will be 3 and 5. So this 3 would stay on the outside, and then I would do 2 sets of parentheses, and then I would have a 3x in the front of both. Again, whatever number's out front, I put it in both, and then I fix it later by reducing. A 3 and a 5 at the back. And then going left to right, the first sign is the sign of my bigger number, so plus means the 5 is a plus. And then going left to right, the second sign tells me the different sign, so this has to be a negative. And then from here I can reduce these, so divide both by 3, and that will leave me with the 3 on the outside, and then that will be x minus 1. And then here they won't reduce, so I'll just leave it as 3x plus 5. Alright, so this is the reduced form, and then that will be over negative 3x plus 10. So it doesn't look like it reduces out this time, so I can just find my vertical asymptote by setting the denominator equal to 0. So that will be negative 3x plus 10 equals 0. You would subtract 10, that will give you negative 3x equals negative 10. Divide by negative 3, and negative over negative gives you a positive, so you have a 10 over 3. X equals 10 over 3. Alright, number 4, we want to find the equation for the horizontal asymptote. So remember, there were 3 scenarios. We had the top was greater than the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it and say the bottom is greater than the top. And then top is equal to the bottom. So the top greater than the bottom, there was none. If the bottom was greater than the top, y equals 0. And if they were equal, it was y equal the ratio of those terms, a over b. So you just got to look at the scenario and see what you got. So here on number 4, f of x, 7 over x plus 6. So the degree up here, there's no x's, so the degree up here is 0. There's 1 x down here, so 0 over 1. The top is less than, or basically this scenario, the bottom is greater than the top. So your horizontal asymptote